What's up, everyone? Welcome back to my YouTube channel for another scripture writing video. We are working our way through the book of Psalms, one chapter at a time, one psalm at a time. I'm going to be reading to you from the New Living Translation. I do get a lot of questions about what I am writing these scriptures in. I'm actually writing them in an old anthropology catalog, which seems different, but I would have thrown the catalog away. I think the paper is really pretty, and for me, scripture writing is really about the discipline of writing, and it helps me to remember the scripture and study it and just soak it in more. And that's another reason why I like doing these videos for you all. I don't know that there's a huge benefit besides aesthetically for you guys to watch me writing the scripture, although it does set an example and gives you an idea about how you might study scripture. But I think the number one benefit of these videos for you is that you get to listen to me read the scripture and absorb it through, another method, listening. So that's what we have going on today. Let's go ahead and get into reading Psalm 2 in the New Living Translation. Why are the nations so angry? Why do they waste their time with futile plans? The kings of the earth prepare for battle. The rulers plot together against the Lord and against his anointed one. Let us break their chains, they cry, and free ourselves from slavery to God. But the one who rules in heaven laughs. The Lord scoffs at them. Then in his anger, he rebukes them, terrifying them with his fierce fury. For the Lord declares, I have placed my chosen king on the throne in Jerusalem, on my holy mountain. The king proclaims the Lord's decree. The Lord said to me, You are my son. Today I have become your father. Only ask, and I will give you the nations as your inheritance. The whole earth is your possession. You will break them with an iron rod and smash them like clay pots. Now then, you kings, act wisely. Be warned, you rulers of the earth. Serve the Lord with reverent fear and rejoice with trembling. Submit to God's royal Son, or he will become angry, and you will be destroyed in the midst of all your activities. For his anger flares up in an instant. But what joy for all who take refuge in him. That psalm can seem a little confusing if you're not familiar with it. Sometimes reading a study Bible, reading with discernment, which means filtering out, sometimes they put in some weird stuff, but sometimes studying the Bible with some study notes and a study Bible is helpful. This psalm is prophetic. David was basically prophesying about how the rulers, how civic leaders and religious leaders would someday plot against the Messiah, the anointed one. And that was Jesus Christ. They would plot against him, and they would conspire against him, and they would see him crucified, although David didn't mention the word crucify. So David, he prophesies that, and then thousands of years later, it takes place. But when it talks about in verse 4 how the Lord scoffs at them, he laughs because he rules in heaven, those verses right there, it's explaining that the plots of those rulers were foiled. They were not successful. They plotted, they conspired against the Messiah, but they were not ultimately successful. Jesus rose from the dead, and the gospel message spread throughout the earth. And if you read in Acts 4 and Acts 13, Peter and John and the Apostle Paul, they all quote from this psalm and talk about this prophecy if you want to know more. So that is my scripture writing video for you all. I hope you enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs up. Subscribe for more like this. I also do devotional videos and spiritual topic videos, just videos about living your life for Jesus as a Christian girl or woman. And yeah, I'll see you guys with another video soon. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.